students, this is exercise 2.1 linear equation in one variable, and I hope you have now thorough knowledge about the linear equation. What is the meaning of this particular linear term? Linear term I am repeating again so that it can be revised for you. Linear means when the degree is 1. Degree means you know that highest power of the variable in that expression. So we will check each term and we will check the highest power of each term, and accordingly we decide the degree of that expression. So in this chapter we will discuss only about those equations in which the power of variable in each term maximum should be 1. So linear equation in one variable means there will be only one type of variable we can use one time in an equation. So in these equations, and okay, I just want to tell you one thing is also there. In previous class you have this chapter with the name of simple equations. Simple equation and this particular term linear equation in one variable, both are actually same, right? Because why we are introducing in with the simple equation, so that a student can take it easy. Because if we explain linear equation and we will explain the linear part, what is the linear, so it is very difficult to understand on that particular level. So now in 8th class we try to explain the linear part easily, right? Now I am coming to the part which is we have to solve the equation. Solve the equation means whenever the solution solve the equation it is asked, so it means you have to find the value of variable always, right? So you can see in the first equation there is one variable x, and it is a linear equation because highest power is 1, and we know what we have to do here. And suppose if you want to find the value of x, the first task should be the variable part should be on one side only, and other part which is associated with this variable part you have to shift to the other side by using the transpositions ways. Transposition method you know very well, because transposition method say if there is a minus term it will shift to the other side, it will shift in plus. Other part which is on the other side, that is 7, it will remains unchanged. There will not be change anything with this 7. Only what we are doing, we are shifting this 2 to the other side, and it is minus and it will convert into plus. So we will get x is equal to 9, and this is your final answer. So you can understand how easy is these sums. Now okay, now I am coming to the next one. You can see where y variable is used here. So y and this 3 we have to shift here, it will shift here in minus obviously. So y is equal to 7, and this is your final answer. It means in one step you are getting the answers. So this is the quality of these sums. Sometimes we have some more steps according to the explanation or given expression, but in these expression which is given here till 12, you will get the answer only 1 or 2 steps. So in this case you can see that variable part I have shifted to the other side. So whenever you are facing these type of problems, you can write like this. There is no problem. Left hand side you can write right hand side on to the left hand side, and left hand side you can write on the right hand side. So z is equal to what? 6 minus 2, that is 4, right? So there is no difficulty. Sometimes the students becomes confused. Sir, variable is given on the right side, then what is the transposition method? Transposition method never change, right? Okay, in this case you can see x is here alone, and 3 upon 7 we will shift here to the other side. So you can see that 7 is the LCM, and you know how to solve these sums. 17 minus 3, it is 14 upon 7, and you can see that it is 2. So 2 is the answer here in this case. Okay, this was the transposition related to plus to minus and minus to plus. Now here you can see this is 6 into x. Okay, suppose it is 6x, so you can write it 6 into x, and transposition says if any number is multiplied with a variable, then it will shift to the other side and divide. If it is in plus, then it will shift in minus. If it is in divide, it will shift in multiply. This is the transposition, right? So here you can see the 5 is in divide with the t, so it means transposition will be there in multiply. So it is 50, right? Here you can see the two things are here. One number is multiplied with the variable, and second number is dividing that variable. So what we will do, the both will we have different transposition operations, right? So this divide will go there in multiply, right? And this multiply will come here in divide. This is the best way to understand, and you will get 27, right? Okay. Now in this case, if you see y is equal to what? 1.6 into 1.5. Why I am putting here? Because 1.5 is in divide, it will shift here in multiply. So definitely you will get 2.40. This is the answer. Now in this case, you can see I have seen like 7x minus 9. So you can see 7x is equal to, first of all we will shift this 9 to the other side. 16 plus 9 you will get 25, and then 7x you can understand it is in multiplied with this x. So what you will do, you will divide this 25 by 7 and you can leave your answer here, because further we cannot simplify it, or you can write in mixed also, it's up to you. Okay, in this case this minus 8 we will shift to the other side, right? So it will be 21, and again the 14 will shift to the other side, it will be in divide, and you can see that both are dividing by 7. 7 3s are 21 and 7 2s are 14. So this is the quality of these sums. You know, in 9th and 10th part, if you see, we are transposing minus to plus and multiply to divide. Both transpositions we are doing, right? Okay, now in this case, first of all, we will transpose the term which is related to plus or minus. First of all, this is the first priority. So 9 minus 17, so you will get minus 8, and you can understand this 6 is multiplied with this p, so it will be this one. So minus 4 upon 3 divided by 2, right? And in this case, x upon 3. So what you will do? First of all, we will shift this one here. So what you are getting here? 7 minus 15 upon 15. So x upon 3 will be equal to 7 minus 15 is minus 8 upon 15. And what is the next step? Next step will be minus 8 upon 15. And this 3 is in divide here. It will shift here and multiply. So we will put it in denominator, numerator. 3 5s are 15 minus 8 upon 5. So, you know, in the same way, we can do these sums, right? So this is the way to solve linear equations. Now I will take you to some more examples, some HOTS, some good questions, so that you will be able to understand it more, right? So this is the exercise 2.1 of NCERT, but with this exercise I want to explain some more questions to you. Okay, I have written 2 questions here. Okay, class, I want to repeat one more time transposition method, so that you know the students who are not able to understand it clearly. Transposition method. You know, if there is something is in plus, something, I write here something with the x. So if there is something here 5, so this whatever the plus part with this variable, it will shift here in minus something. If it is in minus, for example, okay, minus, suppose it is x minus something. So what you will do? 5 plus something. Are you getting my point? If it is multiplied with this x, and if suppose here is 10, so it is in multiply, it will shift here in divide. So this is the first one, this is first one, and this is second one, and this is third, and division will shift there in multiply. You have to remember these 4 things. Plus will shift in subtraction part will go there in plus. If any number is multiplied with x, it will shift there in divide. If any number is divided in with this x, it will shift there in multiply in numerator. Multiply in numerator, right? So, okay, we are doing this question. You can see, okay, variable part is attached with this. Now you can see this with this variable part, this 2 upon 5 is in plus. So first of all, we will shift this constant part to the other side. So it will shift there in minus because it is plus. And what is the LCM? So it will be 5 minus 2 and 3 upon 5. And it is 5x upon 3 now in this case. So what you will do? Okay, first of all I am writing here separately so that you can understand it clearly. Okay, whenever you have such type of situation, like with the x there is a multiply and there is a division, so what you will do, this division part will go there in multiply here in the numerator and it will come in the denominator. Okay, I can tell you one more way. What is in numerator with this x? 5. So it will shift there in denominator. What is in denominator? 3. It will go there in numerator. You can understand like this also. The numerator part will shift in denominator and denominator part will shift in numerator. That is the more better way. And finally you will get the answer. 9 upon 12. Right? Now you can see this one. One more important question. Okay, you can see all are x terms. If you see on the left hand side, all are x terms. There is nothing plus. All are in plus, but all are containing x. There is nothing any constant term, single term which can be shifted because we cannot shift. So what we will do here, first of all we will take the LCM. What is the LCM of 2, 3 and 4? I think it's 12. After taking LCM, you know what you have to do. 2, 6 are 12. What you are getting after dividing between 12 and 2? 6 will multiply here. 6x. Now this 12 will divided by 3. What are you getting? 4. 4 will multiply in the numerator. Now this 12 divided by this 4. What we are getting? 3. 3 will multiply and right hand side I am keeping it as it is. Now you can see 6x plus 4x plus 10x. You will get 13x. Again the same situation is coming. So numerator part will go there in denominator and denominator will shift there in numerator. It means reciprocal. Right. So 13 cancel. So what we are getting? X is 12. So these questions you should do practice. If you will do these type of sums more, so definitely this particular part or this particular chapter will be the easiest chapter. I can assure you for this. Right. Okay. I am giving you one more question here. This is 2x upon 3 and 3x upon 8 and it is 7 upon 12. Okay. We will try this one. Again the same situation is coming. First of all we will find the LCM. What is the LCM? 24. Now this 3 will divide this 24. What we are getting? 8. 8 will multiply here. 8 to the 16x. Now minus we are putting as it is. 8 3s are 24. 3 we are getting. Then 3 will multiply here. It is 9x. Now you can see the situation. What is 16 minus 9? What you are getting? 7x upon 24 and this is. Now same situation. 7 is in numerator. It will shift here in denominator. It is in denominator. It will shift there in numerator. 7 cancel. 12 will cancel this 24 and x is equal to 0. I hope this particular part is clear, students. So please try to do more questions definitely, and you can go through the reference books, or there are so many sources on internet from where you can get extra questions. So thank you so much for watching this video.